we didn't have more water in the pickup, I wonder if you'd be doing that. Bill, he's in your squad. You'd better talk to him.
Okay.
It's going to be real hot, especially right here. The wind's picking up. Now, just in case it makes a run, we can backtrack down to the road and hit the fire from this trail. Or we can cross over the burned-out area and go around the fire this way, up to the ridge line here. Bill, we need 2 of your men to help hold the line, stop burning out. And send Howard up to the top of the ridge. Have him report any changes in the fire to me. Any questions? Okay, let's get back at it.
Hey, Paul, you'd better put your shirt back on. Keep your sleeves rolled down. And that water's for drinking, not washing.
Shortly after lunch, we tied in with the dozer line. It was a welcome relief to see our friends. The crew felt reassured to see that dozer.
Okay, let's move it up. Let's go up 10. Let's go.
First objective accomplished. Second objective, burning out our line. There wasn't much left to be done in that department. The fire had consumed most of the fuel. Mopping up and keeping an eye out for spots would keep us busy until relieved. All in all, we were in good shape. The men had been working hard and steadily, and the break was in order. Okay, men. Let's take a break.
What's the trouble, Bob?
Here, let's have a look-see. Ready? First aid kit. When we get back to camp, be sure and stop at the first aid tent and report the injury. How does it feel?
That feels much better.
After break, you relieve Howard on lookout.
It's just a blister. I'm okay.
I know, but relieve Howard. And remember, report any changes.
Okay, all right.
Where's Max?
Yeah, I'm sorry, Jim. I forgot. I tell you, I sent him down to the pickup to pick up some more water. We're running pretty low.
Okay, but next time let me know.
Okay.
Steve Shore, this is Jim Norris.
This is Shore. Go ahead, Jim.
Steve, we've tied in and burned out our line. It's looking good here, but the wind's picking up. I have 3 men out checking for spot fires.
Fine. Say, we got an air tanker working pretty close to your area. Warn your men. Don't let them stand around and watch. Keep them working.
Yeah, I see him.
Hey, Jim. Sorry, but your relief crew will be delayed. Expect them around 1800 hours.
10-4.
Where's Hank?
Men, there's been a change in plans. Our relief crew won't be here until 1800 hours. So we'll need to hold patrol and mop up until we're relieved. Now be alert for spots. There's an air tanker working near our sector, but we still have our job to do. Manuel.
Yeah.
You'd better send a man to the pickup for headlights.
Bernard, you hear him? Yo.
What are they going to do, keep us here all night? Hey, Jim, I thought you said we were going to be relieved at 1600. Man, I'm pooped. I want to get back to camp. I've done my share of work.
That's the order, Al. You know as well as I do, we don't leave the line until we're told or relieved. Now, we'll stay out here no longer than is necessary, but, well, if that's until tomorrow morning, that's the way it is. There's a good reason for that night cruise delay. You can bet on that. And another thing, fellas, you know as well as I do, we don't bunch up when we take a break. So let's watch it in the future. Any other questions?
That Al, the one member of my crew who just hasn't fit in. Always touchy, right from the beginning. I remember when the crew first arrived at the camp. We hired these young fellows early in the season, and I remember trying to size them up. But it takes time. Boys on the sidelines making all the noise arrived a few days before, and already they're acting like veterans.
Morning, Dick. Hi, Dick.
So it's up to me to take this indifferent raw material and mold it into a team.
Hey, where you guys from? Where you guys from? Purdue. Oh, no.
To begin with, they don't have too much in common, except they want to work to make a buck. They're not iron or clay, more like a little bit of each. Some mold easier. Others, you hammer a little hard to give them a sense of purpose and responsibility. You twist and fit so the pattern comes out whole, in one piece, a team. Fellows who play together well usually work together well. Al showed his colors early.
Here's a typical layout of a chain of command on a large campaign fire. At the top is the fire boss. Now, here's where we fit into this organization. Here you are. Here are your squad bosses. And here I am, your crew boss. I am directly responsible for your performance, your safety, and your welfare. That is, on the line and off the line. You will receive your orders from myself or your squad bosses. Fire moves quickly. It doesn't stand still. So you have to move against it. If you see something that needs doing, you do it. Never assume or leave it to the next guy. You'll be on your own a great deal. And you are expected to show initiative and thinking. The amount of supervision depends on you. And how well you learn to use your tools with safety and skill.
Most of the fellows listened closely and were interested in what I was saying. And Al, he was with me all right, but he gave me an impatient and bored ear. On our very first project job, the crew began to shape up. You notice the weak spots as well as the beginnings of cooperation between crew members and yourself. You can train them all right, but if they don't accept you, it won't add up. But just how do you build a team? That machine up there allows you perfect control. Just put it in gear. How do you put people in gear? I'm dealing with human beings. They don't machine well. Sometimes I think I'm a bit of an old maid and a stickler for form. But helping them to do things right also gives me an opportunity to get to know them better.
Is that better, Hank?
Yeah, that's fine. That's better.
I get to know them by their first names, where they come from. Hank's from Maryland. Take Max over there. He's from the state of Washington. And Bob, he's from Michigan. Some of my men are forestry students. My crew comes from every section of the country, and they're as different in personality and attitudes as any new group. The moment I heard the commotion, I knew it was Al again.
Johnny. Johnny, find out what's going on over there.
Let's break it up, fellas. Who started the fight? Did you start it, Al?
It started as horseplay, but with Al, it soon became a fight. Taking time to reflect on the past helps me correct my perspective. Well, I almost have myself a team, but not quite. A little more time.
Fellas, let's finish up this fire. Taking everything into account, they're a good, hard-working crew, as good as any novice crew. And I wouldn't trade them for another, even with Al. This is their first experience on a going fire.
Good job.
And they have performed remarkably well.
That's fine, Lightning.
Outside of Al, no griping from any of them on this job. It's been a rough day all the way around, and they're tired. A bit more experience on the fire line, and we'll be professional. They're gaining confidence now in themselves and in each other.
Sure, this is Norris.
Go ahead, Jim.
Night crew's taking over. We'll be 10-8 to fire camp.
10-4, see you in camp.
There's no snag down there. There's another further on down the line there. Spot fires are out, but they should be checked. Oh, and watch out for rolling rocks.
Who started that? You, Al. Thank you, Sergeant. Walk the other way.
Timekeeping is an important part of my job. For many reasons, it's real important. It affects the morale of my crew. If I get their time messed up, then I've let them down. They look to me to keep things straight for them. I have to be fair and honest, keep their time accurately, and turn it in promptly. A small job, but a vital one.
Fellas, that line represents the line we built today. That point is approximately where we were this afternoon. And you recall where we tied in with the dozer? That's the place right there.
Say, Jim, I'm sorry for what I said on the line today.
Okay, Al.
Well, I got myself a team after all. Good firefighting as well as a good project crew. Yes, sir, a real solid team with no cracks in it. Understanding, patience, and awareness of the problems of my crew members is my business, just as important as building a fire line. Now we're ready for any job.